What's up, Rob? So, you could probably guess where this is going or where that music might be from, but we'll see what goes on. So, it's gonna kind of break up into a couple different sections and whatnot. I don't know how long it'll be or how short it'll be, but when we were talking last time, I talk a lot about like RuneScape. It's a game I enjoy and play a lot of. So I'll try to make a video and see if it seems any interesting to you. I'll do some. I don't know exactly what I'll do. Probably do some bossing and show you a couple different fights, what that looks like. Maybe explain some mechanics and explain a few of the skills or something. Just let you see what it's like. You said it could be a little bit over 4 minutes. My goal is to try to keep it like within 10. That way it's not like a ridiculous amount above how we usually do it. So yeah, I'll catch you soon. All right, we're back. It won't be long on the video editing side, but yeah, less of a dramatic intro this time. So yeah, we just got our dude fishing here. This is obviously not the most exciting, but I figure I can kind of explain a few things real quick. So, well, first off, this is the Barbarian Village. It's a really iconic place. You can fish, and then eventually we'll cook some stuff here. But yeah, you can see my inventory here. You kind of have the whole user interface set up. I won't go through all that because that'll obviously be like tutorial stuff. But this is like gear, and then eventually I'll start catch. Oh, I got to move over to catch more. See, exciting stuff. But anyways, looking at this panel, obviously mine's all really leveled up. You'll start off and everything will be level 1, but there's 23 total skills. 15 of them will be free to play, so it'll be. I won't go through them all because that'll take a lot of time. But basically, pretty much everything this row and up is free to play, aside from agility, thieving, and maybe fletching. No, herbler. Sorry. So the plant stick figure dude and the mask. Yeah, so you can do all sorts of different stuff, and they kind of feed into each other because the whole game, it's less like if from other games there's like potions where you can heal, whether it be like Diablo or World of Warcraft. This one you heal entirely by food. There's a couple other options, potions much later on, but you have to get like pretty high level to be able to do that. So then you might not think like, okay, if you want to go fight bosses, that your cooking and your fishing would be very important, but they actually really are. Whereas in a lot of other games, I feel like they're kind of like a side thing that you kind of choose to do maybe as a moneymaker, but it doesn't really like filter into your actual gameplay. But this one really does. So you got all these skills, and a lot of them really do filter back in. There's a few that are kind of pointless, like maybe fire making. Mining can be kind of slow, but they all have like their place in the game, which is pretty cool. I'll start cooking some stuff so you can see that while I go. But yeah, so there's that. You've got your that might be a little loud. You've got your skills, and then you can also do some questing and stuff later on. There's free-to-play quests, there's members quests. Those are often, they have like pretty fun storylines. Usually Jagex makes kind of quirky, funny stuff, and sometimes they can be really long. But overall, they're pretty fun, and usually you get like the best rewards you can get almost by doing those, especially experience-wise. So you got your questing, your skilling, and then like my favorite part, you have mini games as well, which I'll kind of get into later. I'll probably show some PvP later on, but now it's just going to show mostly the PVM aspect. Also, I don't know if you were paying attention. As he was cooking these, they went from raw to pikes. So I am at full HP right now. My camera's kind of blocking that. But whenever I'm not, I can eat these now pikes, and that will heal me. So what I'm thinking we can do is we're going to run over to another boss. I was originally going to do a cut, but we're not going to do a cut. Maybe you won't hear me talking in this part because I'll just speed it up. But I mean, it also shows a little bit of the game, you know. There's you have your spell book over here, where you can do all sorts of different things with your magic. I am going to be showing you how to fight this guy with melee, and I'll be only using free-to-play equipment and stuff as well. So you got to run a little far. The game definitely has its fair share of running, although there would have been faster ways if I would have used like teleports and stuff to get there. And they have nice plugins to kind of help when you're new. Like there's obviously this humongous map with all these icons, but like a plugin that I have through Runelight, I can right-click, say I want to go to this mine, set target, It's basically like an in-game GPS. So it really helps with confusion and stuff at first, which is kind of cool. They got all sorts of stuff like that. But anyways, we're going to go into the sewer. And we're going to fight the King of the Rats. So I'm on a group Iron Man, so I get a private instance. Before I start, the main thing you're going to need to know, there's different attack styles. You'll learn that. I won't go into that. But I talked the other day about overheads or prayers. That's these. So you have protect from magic. And it even shows up over your head, hence why they call it that. Protect from range, and protect from melee. I'll just try to explain as the boss is going. So we'll climb through private. This is something I get specifically for being in a group Iron Man. And then, yeah, we'll come through and we'll see what we can do to the boss. His name's Scurious. So there's stuff that falls from the ceiling. And you want to move. See, I got hit because I'm not praying melee. So now that I'm praying this, I can't get hit. But you see these little like highlighted icons. You can see that that's like stuff falling from the ceiling, and you have to move because it's on my character. Otherwise, I'll take damage. Oops, I walked underneath him. So it's pretty simple, and this is like the first boss in the game. Watch, I won't move, and I'll show you. So if I don't move, 12 damage. But as long as I'm praying correctly according to like what fighting style he's using, I won't get hit. So now he has a mechanic. You don't technically. So that's range because it's green. That's mage because he's shooting like lightning at you. Why this like rat? I think there is a background story on why this rat is able to do these crazy attacks and whatnot, but I don't know it. So yeah, I guess we'll. And then like I talked about earlier, you can eat your pike. So he kind of heals up in this phase and then summons other little rats. If you get, oops, specifically like they have weapons that are good against them that they made for this boss, like a rat bane boss or weapon or something. And you can get it by defeating him, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that's like the general premise of this guy is you'll keep going through, and I will finish it. It might take a little bit since I'm doing it on. I think he's a free-to-play boss. Now I'm questioning myself, but I'm pretty sure he is. If not, there's a couple others. You have like Obor, Bryophyta, I believe, and these are like giants that you can fight kind of thing. But a lot of the content, especially for bossing, is locked behind the paywall, which is membership, obviously. So yeah, I don't have a ton more to say on this. I'll probably kind of let it finish out, and then if I can figure out video editing software, now that I'm done kind of explaining this part of the fight, I'll just let it fast forward kind of thing so you can see it. But yeah, they get pretty intense later on. This is probably one of like the simplest mechanics. And it's still like I'm very high level. Like very high level for this guy. Like most people would probably face him like around like 30 or 40. And I might not even defeat him. I'm running out of prayer. Once I don't have that, he's going to hurt a lot more. I might have to run. So we'll see. Yeah, we're getting pretty low. We got 5 prayer points left, which you can see up here. You kind of can't because it's covered, but I have something that shows it on my inventory over here to the bottom right as well. So they have nice all sorts of quality of life stuff you can set up there. So yeah, we will say we were defeated by this boss. So I'm quick escaping because I would have definitely been defeated if not. So that's the first one. I'm going to show you a members thing next. So it's going to be a cut. That way you don't have to watch me moving a bunch, but I'll get all geared up. And this one's going to be a bit more complicated than the last one. So see you in a sec. All right, we're back again. So this next one I'm going to be showing you is actually, the last one was Scurious. That was that boss is meant to teach you how to like change your prayers. The boss I'm about to show you is mainly meant to teach you how to gear swap. So there's going to be a lot of clicking, a lot of stuff going on. It might not make a lot of sense. Sorry if my vacuum is going to be loud. I will do my best to explain. This is a random event that I am dismissing because I could do it. They're kind of fun, but it would take time, and we're definitely going to go over the 10-minute cap. So, yeah, so this next one's going to be a duo boss. You can do any content in this game by yourself. This is your bank, by the way. So like this is my Titans tab that I set up, and you can see all these are like zeros. They have placeholders in it. I'm pointing with my finger. You can't see my finger. But they're in my inventory. So like if I put this back, my blue staff, it goes here. It'll be too much to explain every single item. It's really going to add a lot of time. But basically what you need to know for this fight is it's best to use melee. So if I go over to my equipment, that's what I'm wearing right now. They're weak to crush, which is why I'm using these basically like maces. How you pronounce this, I have no clue. Feel free to enlighten me in the comments. This is my mage setup. So I have an additional plugin that lets you like color code things in your inventory. So like if I shift right click this fish, I can pick a color to make the, well, I'm doing a great job explaining that. Pick a color. Oops. Okay. So yeah, they're white now. But I don't really want that. So I'm going to take it off. But it's really helpful for later game things. And so it helps right now specifically for me to be able to identify in a quick pinch. Okay, blue is mage. I click those really fast. I swap gear. Green is ranged. Click those really fast. So the premise of this boss, while I'm talking, I'm going to go ahead and teleport over to them. And we will be back at this spot later. This is the PvP. So I'll show you that later. That's like kind of a non-risky PvP. I can explain more. But yeah, so this is going to be a fire giant and an ice giant. And I will try to explain the mechanics. So first I'm going to drink some potions to become stronger. And then they don't let you melee them at first, so I'm going to go in with range on. So basically they kind of are away at first and they do these different special attacks. So like see, he'll summon a firewall, he'll summon an ice wall. And what you can do to interact with them is you can shoot your spells at them. So water takes out the fire. I switch to my spellbook now. Fire takes out the ice. They're coming in close, so I put on melee. And now I want to actually hit them. This lets you like actually do more of your damage to the fight. The reason this is a duo boss is because like say I'm hitting the fire, you could be over here hitting the ice. So they're not necessarily intended to be fought as solo. I think I lost my train of thought earlier while I was saying that. But all bosses in this game like are doable solo. Like all content is doable solo, which is really cool. And then they're trying to make more. Okay, so they've spawned these now. So I need to shoot them, otherwise they will basically like blow up, and they'll do some damage to me. You can choose to take the damage, but it's preferable not to. I also want to move off that, otherwise I'll take damage. So. The arena gets smaller and smaller and you get kind of trapped and you can't really avoid stuff if you're not destroying those. Or if you're standing on top of it, you'll take damage as well. So this is kind of the first phase of the fight. It's kind of responding to these things. I'm going to choose to just ignore these guys now. But yeah, the goal is to get him down to 210 HP and then they'll go to the next phase. And when you defeat them, you can loot them and try to get some nice gear. So like, for example, I really want a staff from these guys that would help out my account a lot. So who knows, maybe you're my good luck charm. So this is a prayer that makes you do extra damage. Let's get off that. And yeah, there's a lot going on here. I'm sure there's stuff that's confusing. They have like auto cast. I'm switching gear really quickly. Not explaining everything. What I just did a second ago, I kept clicking this. This is your special attack. Certain items can do a special attack. So that's like a dragon dagger. I don't expect you to know all these names, and it's not important. You would learn that over time. Just trying to kind of hit on like the main mechanics. So yeah, it's really interesting how they can like yes, the combat is slow. It's definitely not like Call of Duty or something where you're like really just all the time on edge reacting to stuff. But they do enough stuff like while you're going that you have to be pretty quick. I've done these bosses like a lot. Specifically this one. Scurious defeated me a minute ago, so that was great. Yeah, that was something. Here we go. 199. He's next phase now. So now they'll do like a new mechanic. Kind of the same as before. They'll summon guys. But now they do like the disco lights is what a lot of people call it. And if you're not standing there, it's going to hurt like crazy. I won't tank all 3 of those hits. But I will tank maybe a little bit. I should be hitting these guys. So this is a cool part. Is you can kind of use the bosses to defeat the opposite guy's stuff. So I'm going to let these ice guys blow up. But did you see how I didn't do anything to those fire guys and they just got destroyed? It's because the ice guy, when he does that special, shoots out ice and it hurts them. So yeah, I'll show you here now how much this hurts. So I'm not standing on it. Boom. And you would take that pretty quick. So it's just other mechanics. I know that I'm making it look like relatively easy. But it's quite a bit to think about, for sure. And trying to explain these mechanics while doing a video is more difficult than I anticipated, but I think we're doing all right. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll do something similar. I think I'm going to let all the videos just play out, and it might be a longer video, and I'll cut out kind of fluff. Because I end up sharing little tidbits in it that I think are important, and then it'll be hard if I fast forward through kind of thing. So if by any means any family members aside from Robbie are watching, or friends, thank y'all very much for watching this far in. By no means do you have to finish this. It might be like the longest video by far, probably like 15 minutes. So if you enjoy it, feel free to come on RuneScape. But I know this is different than the normal video that we record, so no hard feelings if there's not a lot of enjoyment on this one. But yeah, these bosses are really cool. And so like when we finish it, because they're a duo boss, so watch this, I can do something kind of cool. They'll follow me over here, then I come in, because they're in the fire, see they're defeated. So I don't actually have to spend my time casting stuff at them. That's something I kind of learned myself recently as I've been doing the solos. So like these guys I don't really have to touch. Like I should, but boom, and now they're... That was kind of iffy, because I guess they'd been alive for like, I don't know, say it's 8 seconds till they blow up. I think I got pretty close to that, so it probably would have been better if I did something. But I don't think I can fix this one, so we're just going to take some damage. A thing I haven't explained is that if you defeat one side without defeating the other basically gets like an upgrade. He essentially can hit you through your prayer at that point, which is not ideal. So the goal is up here, he's 75 out of 600. You just want to keep smacking him down until... So let's get these guys on this side. Nice, it worked. Yeah, so 54. I know my guys can hit like around 20 something, so yeah, we'll stop. He's at 22. We've got our spec bar back, so we can kind of spec him. Soon I'm gonna... Oh, there we go, we got him. We'll wait this one out, and then we pretty much defeat it. Or we don't. We hit zeros on our spec. Alright, so you can pick which one you want to loot now. Right-click loot, right-click loot. I'm gonna loot the Fire Queen. Not what we wanted, but hey, it's not bad. It's not bad stuff. So I'm going to teleport out because I'm not prepared to fight them again. And we are actually at the spot where I'm going to show you the last thing. You'd expressed a little bit of interest in PvP. This is going to be the most complicated by far. And the thing that I'm worst at, probably going to get destroyed. But we will be back in... Actually, we can just do this as one segment. So I'll show you the bank real quick because it's really not going to take long. Deposit, deposit. You don't need anything for this one specifically. This is called Last Man Standing. What you can do is over here on the right now, we're going to scroll down and find Last Man Standing. They have a specific world for that. Or I can show you something actually faster. So you can go to grouping down here, Last Man Standing, and then they're not telling me what the suggested world is. So I lied. But usually they will tell you that. So Here we go. LMS competitive. There's 1,300. This is actually a really fun game mode. I will be transparent. There are a lot of people who bought this. This game, there are some people who can make real world money off it by selling gold. I guess the music hadn't been playing this whole time. Just clicked on, kind of startled me. So I run through. Should probably explain some stuff beforehand. But one, these guys could be bots. I hope it's a real player because then I have a chance at winning. If not, I might get destroyed. But basically, it's a giant game of rock, paper, scissors. Most people start with mage. I just threw it on. I'm going to put on pray mage. And then most of the other stuff that I'm clicking is just attacks. So now I'm going to try to hit this guy. I guess this guy got me. Nope, we got him. So he's not really doing anything. Okay, so he's trying to hit me with mage. And then he swapped. See how he swapped his head? His overhead? He's got... and then he keeps changing his attack stats. This is a lot. I'm at casting mage, and he's changing to mage to stop me from being able to do as much damage. And he keeps going back and forth as I go. We're doing the same thing back and forth. I'm definitely going to get destroyed by this guy. He seems pretty good. He's coming in for melee. So now we eat. I'm not even going to explain all the double eating stuff. There's a lot of mechanics that come on here. He is destroying me. Like, not even remotely close. This guy's pretty good. And I'm doing terrible. Alright, let's keep eating. Oh, I didn't... Yeah, there's so much going on. But the concept is there. He's going to mage me. I'm just going to do that. He's going to defeat me. Totally fine. He has beat me fair and square. I'm going to explain it. So he's got his crossbow out, so we put on mage. Now he's doing stuff where he's trying to... yeah, XD. He knows he's better than me. Mage. So we're going to pray against that. He's going to defeat me for sure. Range, he got it through. He's coming in for melee. We swap. And I know this because I'm looking at his weapons. Now he's on mage. Now he's coming in for melee. See, he spec'd me there, so he's going to get me real soon. I'm not going to keep it going much longer. See, he defeated me. He'll probably say something mean. Oh, he said good fight. That was nice of him. Usually people can kind of trash talk in PvP. But one, that guy was really good. He would have beat me even if I wasn't recording and distracted by explaining it. But that's kind of, I wanted to show you, like, that was me defensively playing at the end. Obviously, I will never win if I never hit him. So you have to be able to kind of do both, and it's really kind of mind gaming. And you could see that he could kind of run under my character, and there's a lot. The point I'm trying to make is it's a very simple concept, but they've managed to really take it and run with it and do some pretty cool and unique stuff. There's definitely plenty of dull moments while you play. There's some really long quests. But overall, it can be pretty fun, and it can be satisfying when you work hard for something and you get what you want. Like, for example, I just looted the bosses. If I would have gotten the staff, or if I would have gotten really excited on the camera. And then the last thing I'll say is a lot of these icons that you see on the screen, if you're looking at that and thinking that's really ugly, those are things that I have added. It's more of things that I appreciate on the game, and RuneLight specifically. I really recommend RuneLight. But yeah, and the final thing I will say is I have a plugin installed that improves the visual graphics. So this is 117 HD. You can also download it. When I take it off, this is like the classic. It's even worse. yeah, that's but this is like the nostalgia aspect. Like, this is what it looked like when it started. But yeah, I think this just looks so much nicer. So I play with that. But anyways, this is definitely not going to be 10 minutes, and as I'm recording it, I'm not really sure where I'm going to be able to cut down on stuff. I'm not even sure if these comments will be in there or not. But I think I'm going to kind of just leave it long form and try to just blend stuff together, because I'm not great at video stuff. So thank you for the exception to the 4-minute rule, Rob. I've actually really enjoyed making this video. I hope maybe it piques your interest. If it doesn't, no pressure at all. I enjoy simply just being able to chat with you is enough for me. Pokemon's always fun. I know you got those things on your Switch that you're wanting to work through as well, so absolutely no pressure. But yeah, here's a very brief and not so great explanation of RuneScape. So, love you, Rob.